The Chase Vault stood as an enigmatic structure in the Christ Church Parish Cemetery of Barbados. Its foreboding granite doors, adorned with weathered carvings of angels, stood silent witnesses to a series of bizarre and unsettling events that unfolded within its walls during the early 19th century. It all began in the year 1807 when the Chase family, a prominent and respected Barbadian clan, suffered the loss of a beloved family member. Mrs. Thomasina Goddard Chase, a dignified lady of high social standing, passed away peacefully in her sleep. The Chase Vault, an imposing stone structure with heavy iron doors, was chosen as the final resting place. Her lead-lined coffin was lowered into the tomb, and the doors were sealed tightly. It seemed like the customary end to a life well lived, but little did anyone know that this was merely the prologue to a chilling tale that would haunt the island of Barbados for decades to come. Several years later, when the Chase family experienced yet another loss, the vault was reopened to admit the remains of Dorcas Chase, the infant daughter of Thomas Chase. To the astonishment of those present, the scene that greeted them defied all reason. The lead coffin of Mrs. Thomasina Chase was not where it was left. Instead, it had shifted from its original position, as if it had been moved by an unseen force. The discovery sent shockwaves through the family and the community at large. They could not comprehend how a lead coffin could have moved on its own within the tightly sealed vault. Some speculated that grave robbers had tampered with the tomb, but there were no signs of forced entry. Intrigued by this inexplicable occurrence, the Chase family decided to carefully place Mrs. Chase's coffin back in its original position and secure the vault once more. They hoped that the incident was an isolated and unexplained anomaly. However, their hopes were dashed when the vault was reopened again, this time to receive the remains of another family member. To their horror, they found the same disturbing sight. The lead coffin had once again moved from its designated place. This time, it was not just a mere shift. The coffins inside the vault seemed to have engaged in a macabre dance of their own. The Chase family, now gripped by fear and disbelief, consulted with local authorities and the church. Desperate for answers, the Chase family invited experts and investigators to examine the vault. The investigators meticulously documented each coffin's position and then sealed the vault once more. They marked the vault seals with wax and placed a layer of sand on the floor to detect any signs of movement. The Chase family dared to hope that the ordeal was over. But when they finally opened the vault again, they were met with a sight that sent shivers down their spines. The coffins had once again shifted, and the sand on the floor bore eerie, sinuous marks as if something had dragged itself across the surface. The investigators, mystified and unnerved, had no logical explanation to offer. Intrigued by the bizarre events, journalists and writers from around the world descended upon Barbados to witness the phenomenon firsthand and document the eerie occurrences. The dancing coffins of the Chase Vault became a sensational story, captivating the imaginations of readers near and far. Some witnesses claimed to have heard strange sounds emanating from the vault at night, muffled cries, whispers, and even the faint echoes of a mournful melody. Others reported feeling an icy chill in the vicinity of the vault, even on the hottest Caribbean days. As the years passed, the Chase family reluctantly accepted the disturbing fate of their family vault. They sealed it once more, leaving the coffins in their chaotic arrangement. The story of the Chase Vault and its moving coffins became an enduring legend, passed down through generations. Tourists flocked to the Christ Church Parish Cemetery, hoping for a glimpse of the infamous vault. Then, in the year 1833, a devastating hurricane struck Barbados with unprecedented force. The island was battered by fierce winds and torrential rains, leaving a trail of destruction. As the storm raged, many homes and buildings, including parts of the cemetery, were damaged. Among the countless buildings affected, the Christ Church Parish Cemetery had suffered extensive destruction. Fearing for the safety of the Chase Vault and its eerie occupants, the authorities and surviving members of the Chase family gathered at the cemetery. Their worst fears were realized when they saw the state of the once imposing structure. The heavy granite doors had been torn from their hinges, exposing the dark interior of the vault to the elements. What they discovered was not the work of restless spirits but the grim consequences of nature's fury. The coffins inside the vault were in disarray, their lead and wooden forms bearing marks of water damage. The rising water levels had penetrated the vault, saturating the wooden coffins and causing them to swell. The expanding coffins had pushed against one another, resulting in the bizarre and unsettling movements witnessed over the years. The enduring mystery had been solved, but the allure of the supernatural had been replaced by the cold reality of a natural explanation. The moving coffins were no longer a source of fascination but a testament to the power of nature's forces. The Chase Vault was sealed once more, this time with reinforced measures to prevent future water damage. As time passed, the legend of the dancing coffins faded into history, remembered as a captivating tale of mystery and intrigue. The Christ Church Parish Cemetery, with its serene beauty and storied past, continued to draw visitors from around the world. But the story does not end here, for the Chase Vault holds one more chilling secret, a secret that would remain hidden until a fateful night many years later. In the year 1876, on a moonless night when a thick shroud of clouds enveloped the Barbadian sky, a lone figure approached the Christ Church Parish Cemetery. The man, dressed in tattered clothes and a wide-brimmed hat pulled low over his eyes, moved with purposeful steps. He carried with him a lantern, its feeble light casting eerie shadows on the tombstones that stood sentinel in the darkness. As the man reached the Chase Vault, he set the lantern down and produced a set of tools, a crowbar and a heavy mallet. With a determined resolve, he began to pry open the granite doors of the vault. With a final effort, the doors swung open, revealing the interior of the once dreaded vault. The man's heart raced as he entered, his lantern casting flickering light upon the stillness within. He had not come to disturb the coffins or desecrate the resting place of the Chase family. Instead, he had come in search of something that had remained hidden for decades, a hidden chamber rumored to exist within the vault, a chamber that held the key to a dark and powerful secret. With trembling hands, the intruder explored the interior of the vault, his lantern revealing the grotesque arrangement of the coffins that had once been the subject of so much fascination and fear. His search led him to a corner of the vault where the stone floor felt uneven beneath his feet. He tapped the surface with the mallet, and to his astonishment, he heard a hollow echo. The floor concealed a hidden chamber, just as the legends had claimed. The man pried open the concealed compartment, revealing a cache of ancient documents and artifacts. Among them was a tattered diary, its pages filled with cryptic writings and sketches. The man's eyes widened as he realized the significance of his discovery. The diary belonged to none other than Thomasina Goddard Chase, the matriarch of the Chase family. As he began to read the diary, a chilling revelation unfolded before him. Thomasina's entries chronicled a dark and malevolent pact made by the Chase family generations ago. In exchange for wealth and prosperity, the family had entered into a contract with a sinister entity, a being of darkness and shadow. The diary described the rituals and sacrifices that had been performed to appease this entity, the sinister promises made to ensure the family's success. It spoke of the coffins that were sealed with blood and bound by a curse, coffins that were meant to serve as vessels for the malevolent spirit that the family had unwittingly invited into their lives. The intruder's heart raced as he realized the magnitude of the revelation. The Chase family had not only been victims of a natural phenomenon but had also been entangled in a web of darkness and deceit. The true source of the moving coffins had been revealed, and it was far more sinister than anyone had ever imagined. With the diary in his possession, the intruder left the Chase Vault, sealing it once more and carefully replacing the granite doors. He knew that the secrets contained within the diary were too dangerous to fall into the wrong hands. The pact made by the Chase family had cost them dearly, and the consequences of their actions had echoed through generations. As the man disappeared into the night, the clouds parted, revealing a brilliant full moon that bathed the Christ Church Parish Cemetery in its silver light. The cemetery, with its storied past and enigmatic secrets, remained silent once more, guarding the mysteries of the past and the unsettling truth hidden within the Chase Vault. And so, the legend of the dancing coffins of Barbados took on a new chapter, one that revealed the dark and chilling secret at its core. The story continued to captivate the imaginations of those who heard it, serving as a cautionary tale of the consequences of making deals with the unknown.